Okay, everybody, hello. Welcome back. This is Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So this is Swamp Thing episode 5. The last episode was kind of a like a standalone episode, you know? So it kind of functioned most of the standalone episode really. So we might be getting some monsters of the week kind of a thing now. Not usually my thing, but if it's Swamp Thing, I'm gonna go with it. We had like like this creature was passing the darkness, some kind of a demon, something like that. You know, possession from one person to another via scratch marks, and they managed to get it back into the swamp. Basically, and Swamp Thing warned her that it's just the beginning. Oh yeah, and the Blue Devil, he was with Xanadu. He finally got a chance to help out Abby at least for a second. I like him. I don't know who. I've seen him before somewhere. And I don't know where. But I like his character already. I think that he's interesting. I think he adds an interesting dynamic that hasn't been fully realized yet. But I like him. I like his character. And then you have, oh yeah, the Avery when he looks like he adopted the girl. We'll see where that goes. Okay, let's get on to episode 5.
She's been through, but she seems to like it here. What time will you be back?
Well, meeting's first thing in the morning, so that shouldn't be too late.
I better go check on her, okay?
Okay, yeah, you better. I'll see you tomorrow.
That damn thing, I'll get your ass over here.
Oh my gosh. She'll be right there. Oh no. I'm gonna guess the daughter's jealous.
You tried to replace me. First with Abby and now with her.
No, I never wanted that.
Oh.
This for future reference, yellow tag.
What? What's happening? I think he's witnessing the past. It looks like Confederate soldiers or something.
Tiptoes to my room.
It's safe now. It's not safe here. You're not afraid of me.
Yeah.
Are you someone I should be afraid of?
He can't leave.
All right. I lived up to my end of the bargain.
Oh, the blue. The blue.
If I had known I'd be trapped in this hell, I never would have made that. Oh! Playing you definitely was not worth all this.
Talking to. Oh, there it is. How does that one work, man? I want to know. It's pretty hot.
So whatever it was that happened the other night, I guess.
I like that. I like
Do you ever knock?
This Woodruff. He plays his character to perfection.
With Alec Holland. During the course of his work, he may have come across your material.
Is that Toto?
You're more than tell, Roy. For title soup.
Tornado soup.
I took the liberty
Like
of using my key. Seems like every time I'm just about to land that big white whale, there's somebody trying to tear me down. And I was hoping that you could maybe talk to her and pass on what we discussed.
Pops, the contractor's outside to talk about the repairs.
More than Liz, would you like some turtle soup?
You think bullying my father's gonna shut me up? Must be hitting pretty close to the bone. A few days after Alec Holland went up in flames.
Oh, you got this all figured out, don't you? Let me ask you something, girl. That I've done. Do you really think I'd let a piece of bar trash get in my way?
He was mad. Did you see his eyes? Is that Alex Holland?
Boys been screwing around these waters so long as anyone can remember.
I love this guy.
You know, some of these old cypress can live to be 1,000 years old. Can you imagine the things that they've seen in that time? Perhaps there's another way.
Swamp Thing is kind of wary of this guy.
And the green that connects them all together.
Agreed.
The green?
What you're seeing.
The Force.
They're warning you. There's danger here.
Oh. That's when they jumped in the water.
Maria, I don't want to fight. I had to come.
She called you, didn't she? Go on. She's waiting for you.
Oh, hair.
Hey, Susie.
Abby, you actually came.
Do you mind if I do a quick exam and make sure everything's all right? Song you were humming. Where did you hear it?
With you. Don't you remember?
She don't know what to do with that.
Susie!
You should see your face, YB. That's your reverse name. You were YB, and I was...
Convince me. If you're Shauna, tell me why you're here.
Alright. Oh. Whoa, shit.
Nicknames? Our song?
Did you just see what you saw?
Anything. Xanadu brought my Shauna back to me.
You think I wanted Shauna to die? You hate me that much?
Get out.
I can't stay like this forever, you know. Come with me to the swamp, Mom. And we can be together.
No.
Forever.
It's not real. It can't be. Yeah. She would be smiling like that. Yeah, that's not Shauna, man. That's the swamp.
Logbook says that there was only one other boat besides Holland that went out that night.
Let's just say it don't look good for your boy, man.
What?
I don't think your boy even knew I was there.
Who else knows about this? Whoa. It's about money, right? Okay.
50,000. I figure even on cop salary, you'll be able to pull that together.
Ooh, some old swamp justice to protect her son, man. She can do anything.
You don't actually think you brought Shauna back from the dead?
I may have opened the door, but...
Okay, that's not her.
Darkness has twisted her spirit. She's feeding off Maria's pain.
Watching my mother live and die by your advice.
Oh.
Whatever you think of me now, I was only trying to help Annie.
There's the part in the trailer where she goes, "You should be dead," or something, and chokes her in the wall.
I think that girl's got Mrs. Sunderland.
Stop her. And then she was trying to strangle you.
Maria! Maria, stop! She was my best friend.
Oh, heart to
I
heart
thought
in
her
the
day
swamp.
goes by that I don't think about her, and she died because of me, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're sorry. You should be dead!
You gotta save her, unlike the daughter, man. Oh, Swamp Thing, you're the man.
Come on, Maria.
Use your plant powers and pump that water out. Oh, yeah. She's okay.
She came out here to be with Shauna, the daughter that I took from her. How did you know we were here?
I saw you.
Oh, you can share his vision with people? Yeah. It's like dream fasting. Why would you do that to her, though? Maybe she don't remember it the way she thought she did.
Come on, Wyvie, enjoy yourself for once. You first.
Oh.
Shauna? Shauna!
Why would you make her relive this? Maybe it wasn't her fault, though. Maybe something else took her. Oh, the music. What?
This buzzkill.
Something took her.
Yeah, she thought it was her fault this whole time. She forgot about the second part.
It happened so fast that day. Why that day?
Shivering.
I feel cold watching
You know, we're gonna see you at the Zydeco barbecue this weekend.
it. No, probably
And every weekend after that, apparently.
When Pops had a heart scare, I came back for good. As much as I wanted a job on a big paper, I realized I like it here.
Oh, that's probably the last time you can say that. Something, that's ominous.
What the hell?
Liz Tremaine, out of the pissing people off business.
Oh! Oh!
Where's
my wife? Fight.
Mr. Sunderland.
The sample that Arcane recovered, it's from a living creature. I need it alive on a table to study.
There you go.
I'm gonna give you a name. Best hunter in the business. Find it.
So the hunt for Swamp Thing begins. I love Mr. Woodruff, the Philharmonic Man dude. He's really cool. He's so intense with the way he just says things. When he gets into something, he goes all in. He's just, he got so much personality. He's interesting. It's awesome. It's so cool when you can get a performance like that out of someone. Avery's pretty cool too. More subtle, subdued way. He does a lot of expressions with his, a lot of micro expressions coming out of his eyes and whatnot. Little twitches of his face. Very expressive face. He'd have to say much to get his point across. Abby's past is not as clear cut because memories aren't the most effective. Memories are not the most reliable when it comes to recall. And it turns out that she pushed her, but that's not what killed her. She was taken by something. The swamp. Something in the swamp. The sheriff got her own thing to deal with now. I didn't expect that. We already, the longer the story goes on, we find out how the more and more how she's a very unstable person. I wonder if that character becomes a villain or something, because is she a villain in the comics or something? I don't know, because she keeps getting more and more suspicious and despicable. First, she's sleeping with Avery right underneath her, what the wife's nose, and now she's freaking killing people if they even mention the son was anywhere near anything suspicious. She kills people. She'll kill people for her son, but as a sheriff, that's not a good place to. That's not a good thing. I don't know. Yeah, that's not good. The way she's going about it, no, she's kind of going off the rails here. I mean, she wonders if she's done this kind of stuff before. As for Swamp Thing, he is slowly learning about his powers, and now he has a guide. Who is this guy? This guy he's like Obi-Wan Kenobi to Luke Skywalker. He just kind of came into the swamp and trying to show him the ropes, And Swamp Thing he even backed up like this. He was like ready to fight because he didn't know what to expect from this guy. I don't know what to expect either. But he's not afraid. He looks like he's here for a reason. But he doesn't appear to be a hallucination, as far as I can tell. Although no one else has seen him but Swamp Thing. Interesting. I don't know him from the comics. Xanadu's starting to make a bigger appearance now. She's getting to meet everybody else. We never saw her talk to Abby before. No, not really. Yeah, we didn't. And now we know that's definitely not Shauna. Oh, Avery's total soup scene was very interesting. First of all, it was neat to see someone make a dialogue while calling a total soup. It reminded me of Game of Thrones with Tyrion's father, Tywin, carving up the stag while having a conversation about the king, right? If you have to say you're king, if you have to keep saying you're king, the king, that stuff, that was cool. It reminded me of that, but I never seen anyone carve up a total before. That was something new. I never seen that before. It was so gross. And he made soup out of it. He got all pissed off. He was angry. I mean, he had those eyes that were like burning coals. You could see that she was getting to him. But you don't want to mess with him because she's not afraid, man. But the guy can do some serious stuff. I thought the father was going to die. The Blue Devil is getting interesting. He cannot leave. He physically cannot leave the town. And the way she talks about it, the town, maybe he's going to have to just learn to love it. But he has something in his back trunk. I don't know what his powers are. I don't know anything about this character. I just know that someone else is mentioning him. It should be interesting to see how because it's almost like we're getting another origin story of this guy. He's going to have to learn that there's nothing wrong with being here. He was nothing more than just leave this place. Just buying his time. Maybe he should just start having a life here. Should be interesting to see how he's gonna come into play in the next few episodes. We're at the halfway point. This is episode 5. It's only 5 episodes to go, but we're basically at the halfway point. Mabry now knows that she's not the cause of whatever that thing, and now the Florida man has begun his hunt for Swamp Thing. The hunt for Swamp Thing has begun. Now they're becoming aware of his existence. Up until now, it was just Abby and the little girl, a handful of people, right? No, just the two of them, really. Now, the enemy is starting to figure it out. And, up until now, they were just scientists, but they were about to become something completely different. I think the Floronic Man will be the main villain of this story. It seems like it. They're building him up to that. Well, I don't know what he does. I can't wait to see it. I think that's it. That covers about everything for this episode. Also, I love this show so much. I love the swamp world. They did everything I was hoping for. They revisit interesting people out here. They just showed somebody skewering something on a stick, and the Toto stuff. It's so interesting to see these exotic lifestyle in the Louisiana swamps, wherever they are. Exactly what I was hoping for. This kind of the weird New Orleans, Louisiana. I forgot what it was. Anyway, that whole it's really interesting to see that's what I was hoping for, which was that we would get to see different kind of people from what you usually see in the city, New York City, Chicago, San Francisco. We see that all the time, especially New York City. It's refreshing to see something so out there, so different, because the characters are different. They're going to be different just because the lifestyle is different. You got to be somebody special to want to be living in the swamp, It takes a certain kind of person. And so I love watching that here. We keep meeting such interesting people with interesting accents, all that stuff. It's so cool. So cool. I like the whole small town thing to it. And then they got that one bar that everybody goes to, which is a really cool place. And now they got the protection of Swamp Thing. It looks like the darkening or whatever it is going to start making its big appearance, and the Florida Man will be the main villain of the story. I think that's about it between the Florida Man and Avery, and I hope that there's more mention of Arcane's. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Arcane, Abby's father. Cause I'm waiting for him to make his appearance. I don't think he's gonna appear this season, but then again, there is 5 episodes to go, so you never know. What I liked about it was we got to learn more about her. Apparently, Xanadu is the one who kept the mom at bay, or was the mom was following her advice, kind of like how Avery's wife is doing it now. It's like Avery's wife is doing it now, and she's kind of mad about that. So I guess her mom had some serious issues, and I gotta wonder if that had something to do with the swamp, or maybe the husband was doing some experimentation. I don't know. But the mom was not a normal, well person, and that connects to all of this somehow. I know it. We're slowly getting information about her family, because we're leading up to something with the father. Oh yeah, I can't wait. That's it for this one. I can see you guys next time. Yeah. I don't know what to do. I'm just making hand motions until the thing fades away.